Hello. It's good to be back. I know it's a few months late, but here it is. Also, you have no idea how much trouble I was having with this thing setting up my microphone because it wasn't reading my audio, but I got it working. So, welcome to my October bullet journal setup. Okay, so I was inspired by September where I did like TV shows, and then I was like, oh, okay. So for October, I did book tropes and like TV tropes, movie tropes, whatever. Tropes in general, but I took it bookish because it's, fall. I wanted to make it cozy. So I that's what I did. I took, the tropes, your book tropes, and I did books. So right here, I am making my task tracker, which I did a bookshelf for, which is so cute. This month, it was so cute, so cozy. I loved the color palette. It was a very fall, autumn color palette. I didn't want to do something that was like stereotypical October, like something Halloween or spooky or anything like that. Been there, done that. I wanted to do something different. And October, it's still during the fall. So, okay, I'm done with that. So, for the cover, I've got stacks of books, and the calendar is in one of the spines of the books. And then on the other spines of the book, I put some of my favorite book tropes. Even like, and listen, some of them, they're like, okay, this is ridiculous, but you still are like, I'm gonna eat it up every time. Like, it's stupid, but I'm gonna eat it up. Um, but I only like them when they're done well, not when they're like stupid and it doesn't make sense. So we've got Grumpy Sunshine is a pairing that I love, and I don't mean when the grumpy person is like a jerk. They're just like grumpy. They might not be the most social of people, but they're still like kind and loving or whatever. I had the one bed trope. I a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for it if it's a couple that I like and it's done in a fun way and it's not creepy. Um, I also had slow burn. I like slow burns when they're done correct. A lot of slow burns have this problem where in order to prolong the burn, you have this issue where like they keep having like these misunderstandings, or like these stupid things will prevent them from getting together, and a lot of the time it doesn't even make any sense, or it could be easily resolved if they had one conversation. But like stupid stuff keeps keeping them from like I hate when it's done poorly, and I feel like it is a lot of times done poorly because it's really easy to fall back onto those I can't even think of the word right now. You guys, I've been so busy. I've been trying to get these videos out for so long. This October video has been done for so long. I just had to do the voiceover and I had to make the thumbnail. But it's been done. It's been ready, and I just did the November and the December videos. I made the thumbnails, and I have to record the audio. So all these videos are going to be coming out back to back to back. And because I'm really sorry for leaving you hanging for so long, I have a couple other videos that I'm going to be putting out at the end of the year, or for New Year's, I should say. I got a new journal because we finished with this journal, you guys. I'll save that for the December video. Let's get back on track to right here. Um, I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. I don't like when slow burn is done poorly because it often employs a lot of other tropes that I don't like. Misunderstandings. I hate misunderstandings because they're done really stupid so much of the time. And that's where I'll leave that. But when the slow burns are done well, when it's done like, oh, chef's kiss, French kiss, we love it. We love it. Um, then we have enemies to lovers. I love enemies to lovers. I love enemies to lovers when it's done right. And I don't mean like rivals to lovers, like, oh, they're enemies in their war college, or you know, they're business rivals. No, they're not enemies, they're rivals. That's boring. I mean enemies where they were like on opposite sides of a battle, and like have at one point tried to kill or maim. I don't know if I can say that word. I'm probably not going to edit it to take it out, and I'm not making money off these videos anyway, but unalive or maim, like they was going after each other. And then somewhere along the way, they became, tenuous allies, and then friends, and then they fell in love, Love it. I really love lovers to enemies. It's also a really fun trope that I feel like is not done often, which is why I'm writing a book right now that's lovers to enemies. And I don't know if it's going to be a slow burn. No, I don't think it's going to be a slow burn because it doesn't work for the plot. But the other book that I finished writing last year and I was revising earlier this year, that book introduces a slow burn romance. None of these books are out yet. I'm trying to get them published. Hopefully I get them published soon. I think they're amazing books. My friends think they're really good. I think they're really interesting. But yeah, those are some of the tropes that I really like. And then there's the one at the top that's like a super long sentence. You can read, maybe. I hope so. I hope you can read. Let me see if I can see this tiny print. It says lovers to enemies to begrudging allies to lovers. Oh yeah, see there you go. It's the whole cycle. I didn't like what happened with that Grumpy Sunshine book cover. I was trying to do something cute. It didn't work out, so I just scribbled over it. And then I pulled out my metallic markers because they show up pretty well over darker, like my dark backgrounds, I should say. And that was kind of how I tried to fix that. Hey, you sometimes they turn out great and sometimes they don't turn out great. I had to do a couple of coats on the sunshine one to make it really pop. And I didn't film all the coats that I did, but the final product, you can see it really well. Then I go and coloring my pumpkin. I'm using different colors like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just coloring it based off of, I think this is like, I know about light sources. So if the light is coming from the top of if the light is shining on the top of the pumpkin, it's going to be a bit brighter up there. And then the other parts are going to be in shadows. So you can kind of see that I have the light shining on the top right of the pumpkin because I made that part a little bit brighter, and then the bottom left of the pumpkin is a bit darker, and then I kind of filled in around there as I saw fit. But yeah, I know enough. I don't know I don't really know too much about highlights and shadows, but I know enough that I can make some logical conclusions on how some stuff should look when it's something really simple like this pumpkin. But enough about that pumpkin. Let's talk about this bookshelf. It's super cute. I think the bookshelf was really cute. I didn't want it to just be books all on the shelf. My bookshelf, now it is a bunch of books on my shelf, but it wasn't previously. I've acquired quite a few books this year because I have a book of the month subscription. I freaking love it. It's not an ad. Who's paying me to do anything? But anyways, and so I've been getting a book a month for the past year. I just became a BFF. I forget what they have like relationship statuses. And so like when you reach different goals, like when you've been a part of the club for certain amounts of times, you will go up a status level. So there's like when you first join, and then when you've been a part of it for like 6 months or something, or whatever it is, and then when you've been part of it, you get like a gift or whatever, or you get more access to stuff, or you get discounts or whatever it is. And then when you've been part of it for a year, you get a free birthday book and a tote bag and a book of the year book, which I can't wait to choose my book of the year book. But anyways, here I am. So on my bookshelf, I put some stuff that I used to have on my bookshelf before I acquired more books, and my bookshelf was really small. There's not that much space for it. So I got some blankets over there, a little storage cube, some little baskets to put stuff, another pumpkin, a bike. I have that little bike basket. I have that exact same one in real life. I was trying to figure out what to put on it, and I looked at my desk and I was like, aha, it's a little bike, a wire bike, and it has a little basket and you could put stuff in it. I've got like keychains and it's like my backup inhaler, a bunch of random stuff is in it. Look at how cute that background is. For the cover, it's so fall. When I was trying to figure out what colors I wanted to do for the background, I was like, I gotta do fall colors, autumn for the other people who say that word. I don't know what other people are watching that video who use the word autumn. I think the only people who watch these videos are people that I know. And if I don't know you and you're watching these videos, welcome, hello, please stay. I hope you enjoy them. If you don't want to listen to me talk, you can put the videos on mute and just watch the pretty covers, and you could play some music on a different tab or on Spotify, whatever. And then plaid is a fall thing as well. So those were the covers I did there. I wanted to fill in the space in the background. I don't usually always do that, but I was like, it felt too empty when I finished the cover. I was like, this is too empty. I need to do something in the background, but I wanted it to be simple because all of this October layout, I wanted it to be simple to do. I didn't want to be like too detailed or take too long because I didn't have a lot of time to do it. And like, look, you think those are rectangles, but actually they're book spines. They just don't really look like. I didn't realize in my brain, I was like, oh my gosh, it'll be so cute. There'll be book spines. And then after I drew them all out, I was like, it just looks like a bunch of rectangles. You can't even tell that they're supposed to be goodness gracious. I cannot speak. It's almost 10:30 at night, and I've been talking so much for the past several days. Not because I wanted to. There's Franklin. Franklin came to visit, and I had to. He's so sweet. Look at his coat. It's so pretty. When we first got him and we brought him to the vet, they were like, we've never seen a cat with this type of coat. Like usually, like he's a tuxedo cat, but he has like these white speckles in random parts of his coat. It's so cute. Look at how pretty. He's so shiny. He's such a sweet cat. He's such a sweet boy. I'm his person. He loves to hang out with me. He was actually just screaming outside my door right before I started recording. I was about to say recording for my podcast. This is not a podcast. I was listening to podcasts earlier in the day and they were making jokes about it, and I think that's why it's in my head. But he wanted to come in my room, and I was like, no, Franklin, I can't have you come in here crawling all over my stuff and while I'm trying to record. But anyways, he came to visit. He came back again. I had to be like, that's enough. I gotta get going, and I had to put him away. I'm pretty sure he was just like sitting on my bed the rest of the time that I did this, but anyways, I'm glad you guys got to see him. He didn't really look at the camera, but he's so cute. He's so cute. I'll put a picture in one of these videos one day. I already edited this video and I don't feel like going back and editing it. I'm just doing the voiceover and like exporting and posting. But anyways, for the gratitude log, or underneath the gratitude log where I have my favorite audios, I just wanted to do some fun colors to fill in the space. They're not really fall colors. We kind of abandoned that. I think the habit tracker and the mood and energy tracker, like those colors could be fall colors, because they're like kind of like darker. They're not like super bright, but by the gratitude page, I kind of abandoned it, and I was just like, I just want some bright, fun colors, different colors, and that's what's happening with these last few pages here. Like, it is what it is, and that's fine. Just simple. I also really liked doing it where I use the markers to outline the sections, just going over it again to make it darker. And right here, I'm filling out my weekly faves. Since I already filled out, like, it's October's been gone and done. Do you want to know what my weekly faves were for October? Let me see if I can get to this really quick. Here it is. Okay, so let's see. My weekly fave songs. I can't remember the artist, so don't ask. Free Mind. Oh, that one. Oh my gosh, I just forgot her name. She also had this another song that was my fave the following week, Me and You, Tim's. I don't know how I forgot her name, but anyways, Tim's. And then the third week, my favorite song, several Cheetah Girls. I was on a nostalgia kick, and I was listening to all these different Cheetah Girls songs. And then, keeping with the nostalgia kick, for week 4, my favorite song was Eye to Eye. You know that like super awesome song that they were dancing to in the Goofy movie when they were in the club, and then Goofy was like, when his son Max was like going to college, and then Goofy's dad was dancing with that girl with the fro. Yeah. Those were my weekly favorite songs. My favorite podcasts were Two Hot Takes, and then I found this new, it's not a new podcast, it's new to me, Comfort Level Podcast. My shows for week 1, Night Agent. That was a fun little, political spy thriller type show. It was fun. It was cute. I liked it. And then I was rewatching Community for the millionth time. Love that show. Wheel of Time. I finally watched season 2. I procrastinated watching it because I was like, I just want to watch all the episodes when they're out. So I waited, and then I forgot. And then the last week 4 was The Boys. I caught up on The Boys, and then I watched Gen V. And that's all you've got time for. But I hope you like these close-ups. I hope you like the pages. I think it turned out super cute, and it was really colorful. It was a really simple layout, and sometimes I'm going to go all out. We're going to do all the patterns and the colors and the designs and tracing and stuff. And sometimes we're going to draw some boxes and say that they're books. And it is what it is. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.